guys, welcome back to Lunch Literally. Today I'm at home, so this is Lunch Literally in her natural habitat. I have some pasta salad. So basically this is like a vegetable noodle with pesto and tomatoes. I actually saved the box so I could show you what it was because it was like really easy to make, but I never tried it before, so we're about to see. Yeah, then I also just like cooked some grape tomatoes to kind of add something in there. So here we go. Not bad. I made that face because the tomato just like exploded in my mouth. That's what she said. But I'm childish. Anyway, I never had this before, so I didn't really know what to expect. I also didn't add anything to it besides just the seasoning mix that it came with. Anyway, comment down below and let me know what you are eating if you were eating with me. I feel like I haven't filmed at home in forever, which I've been loving, like the whole like just eating lunch at work and like filming it there. It's like kind of convenient, also more entertaining, but I don't know. Today is Sunday. I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna make some lunch, which it's already like past 3 p.m. like I wake up late. Well, whatever. I've been trying to like start like a self-care routine, especially now with the time change, because it's a struggle. Like, I don't even know if it's like seasonal depression or regular depression like kicking my butt. I try not to cuss on here because YouTube gets mad. Anyway, yeah, so like last night I was like writing down like self-care things, like what do I find important to me, also like what self-care looks like to me, stuff like that. Like I wrote down like what's important to me, what is self-care to me, and then what do I have to do to like take these steps. So like basically I wrote down like, okay, before I go to bed I should like pre-make my coffee. It sounds weird, but I like iced coffee anyway, so like it's just cold, and like cold brew is not strong enough for me. Anyway, that's totally relevant. So like I'm, you know, just stuff like that to kind of prepare me, prepare myself for the day. Oh. Also to not skip any meals, because I'll get so busy to where like I'll just have a coffee and I'll think that like, oh, I had lunch, but really I'm like super jittery because I only had coffee and I haven't had lunch yet. You know what I mean? I need to stop doing that and be kinder to my body. And also like I've learned that if I eat before I'm starving, then I'm not going to overeat. You know what I mean? Because once I realize I haven't ate for the day, like once I have that realization, like, oh my gosh, I haven't had lunch and I'm starving, I'm just gonna eat everything. Like, yeah. So anyway, there's that self-care. We're actually not even gonna be talking about that today. I was gonna talk about something funny. So I was talking to one of my guy friends about first dates, and I won't say who, but he had took a girl out for like a date or whatever, and like for their first date he took her to an art show, and she was just like swindled. Like she was just like super impressed, like that they went to an art show, and she was just really like liking the vibes. And I was like, well, naturally if a girl likes you, like she's just gonna like whatever you do anyway, but she's probably impressed because most dudes, like I feel like the common average Joe would like try to take you out for sushi or steak for the first date, just kind of depending on like the type of guy. But I had said, if he takes you out for sushi on the first date, he's a hoe. That's red flags. He's a hoe, and I'll tell you why. I think it's true. I think it's funny. But it's all just jokes. If your man took you out for sushi on the first date, nothing personal, this is just my opinion. Also, let me tell you, like, okay, so what originally made me think this is, like, first of all, I haven't had many boyfriends in my life, like, actually just 2. And that's because I was mostly with women my entire life. So when I actually started dating men, I actually got on, like, a dating website, which I never ever ended up meeting up with anybody because they were all so creepy. Anyway, all the dudes that had asked me out on a date, like pretty much all of them was like, do you want to go out for sushi? And I was like, what is up with you dudes and sushi? Like, does everybody just like sushi? And I'm not realizing that this is like the popular thing to do right now. Like, don't get me wrong, I like sushi, but it just seemed like the go-to date that they would ask me on. Sorry, excuse me. So here's my theory, which this is so like, this is not even relevant. Like, it's not important. It's just for like entertainment purposes, I guess you would say. Like, this is not solid advice. This is just my opinion. That's funny, I think. Anyway, I think a dude like will take you for sushi on the first date because one, it's like easy, because usually women love sushi. Like, there's like that one out of 5 that don't because they don't like seafood, but like whatever. Most of the time, bitches love sushi, okay? So it's kind of like easy, like, okay, cool, we're gonna go get sushi. But also, that tomato. You guys, I like tomatoes, but the littler tomatoes, I feel like always taste different to me. Anyway, so it's like easy, like, okay, cool, bitches love sushi. But 2, it's kind of like, it's not finger food, but it's not messy. Like, if you go on a first date and it's like pasta, tacos, whatever, it could be messy and it could be awkward, like if you're shy, like eating in front of others. Not me though, I'm like, let's eat. But anyway, it's kind of like easier in that sense of like, oh, I'm not being messy type thing. Also, you don't get like extremely full. So this is also like a topic that I was talking to, like with my guy friend. He's just like, oh yeah, I hate being full from dinner and then trying to take a girl home. I was like, see, that's why guys like taking you out for sushi, because you don't get like extremely full. Like, you can get full, but you're not like uncomfortable full. So I feel like they take you out to this easy dinner, which, don't get me wrong, it's appreciated. I love dinner, I love sushi, but they take you to this easy dinner that's like kind of like light and easy, and then you go home and you're not extremely full to do, you know, acrobatic activities at home. I had posted it on my Instagram story, and honestly, I had a lot of responses from like guys especially, and they were just like laughing because they were like, that's so true, I just never realized why we did it. And I'm like, see, I know. I don't know what's going on. These are juicy tomatoes, you guys. Maybe I should have cut them in half and cooked it. I don't know. Anyway. Also, like, unless you go somewhere like Nobu, you know, you could find a cute sushi place that's like not expensive. It's still like romantic. Like, usually like the lights are dimmed depending on where you go. But, you know, it could be like a non-expensive date. Now, I'm not saying guys have to drop a big coin on the first date. I'm not saying that. That's not where this topic is going. I'm just saying it just seems like an easy go-to thing for these reasons, okay? I just think it's funny. And also, to my friend, this was like a normal thing for him. Like, yeah, I took her to an art show, and she was super impressed. I'm like, duh. She's probably used to going for sushi for dinner, you know what I mean? Or for a date. Also, steak. I personally don't really like steak like that. Like, I will have it once in a while, but like, to really crave it, rare. Okay, like, I don't like just eating a big chunk of meat like that. Like, I want something else, you know? Like, I just don't really like steak. Like, it's not my go-to. It's never really my choice. But that's another thing. Because when I had posted that on my story, some guy was like, okay, well, let me take you for steak then. And I'm like, but my noodles just slipped off the fork. Look, I get it. It's really nice and all. But like, me personally, if we go to like a steakhouse, if they have anything else on the menu, cool, you can order a steak. But I'm going to order like something else. It's just, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Like, some steak is really, really good, but sorry, I've just sneezed. Allergy season is all season, all year round. Anyway, I don't want this to come off like super like judgmental, like, oh, that's where he's taking you on a first date. Like, that's not where I'm getting at. This is just for like, it's funny. I just think it's funny how, you know what I mean? I don't know. Comment down below if you like steak. I feel like naturally most men love steak. I mean, so do women, but like me, I'm not like, oh, I would love to go out for steak with you. Like, I love a really nice restaurant where it's like, those are the vibes, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like maybe I'm just all steaked out. Like, my parents make steak a lot at home. Shout out to you guys. But I like fun foods. Like curly pasta. Anyway, if you guys have a terrible date experience, like if you've ever had like a worst date, let me know. I don't think I've ever had like a really terrible date. Well, kinda. Anyway, if you guys have a first date horror story, or if you think like there's red flags on a first date, which there's probably plenty. This is just like a very observant thing that I like, you know, I observe this. It's like, it makes sense. Also, I'm still in my pajamas, like literally woke up, didn't really do anything. I was like, you know, I'm gonna make lunch because it's literally past 3 p.m. I've been trying to wake up earlier, but I don't know. Things have been weird. I'm trying to stay home more too. I feel like I've been really just out and about a lot recently. Also, this pasta, like, I think it's supposed to be served cold. Well, the instructions say like cold or not. I don't know. I think cold pasta is weird. But also, I don't like how it keeps slipping off my fork. Sorry. Sometimes I feel like I chew forever. Okay. I like to chew my food, you guys. I see like some mukbangers, they just like take like one bite, chew it for like 2 seconds, and they just like swallow it. I don't know. I will literally choke and die. Maybe that's dramatic. Anyway, but I'm done here. Honestly, this pasta keeps like slipping off the fork and it's irritating me. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below. Tell me like a horror story of like a first date or something. I don't know. Comment down below some red flags. I don't know. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.